What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach and Nick Westbrooks. And this show is brought to you by the DJ the Money Coach team and the Seven Spheres of Money system. And before we head to tonight's beach, hit that like button, share with at least 5 people. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe and the notification bell. Make sure you do that so you can help us spread the message of the Pom Pom Lifestyle Movement, which is plenty of money, peace of mind, and we invite you to come join us on the beaches of the world. Now, last Friday was our bicentennial celebration, but if you were paying attention, you might have noticed some new things that we kind of snuck in there. We didn't talk about it, but we teased it a little bit, and what we were teasing is DJ the Money Coach back from Zanzibar, but with a twist, that Zanzibar to Safari celebration. So we're going to let you know what that is all about tonight and how you can take advantage of that Zanzibar to Safari celebration. But before we get to that, DJ the Money Coach, how you doing on this Friday night?
Nick, man, they're going to have to tie sandbags around my ankles because I am levitating, brother. And as I always say, any day above ground with your health is an extraordinary day. And the days are just getting better every day, man. Every day. If you start seeing me levitating up out of this seat, don't be surprised, man. We've been blessed so much. And, man, we're so grateful for the opportunities and the relationships that we're developing through hard work and integrity and just treating people with the platinum rule, Nick. So, man, I couldn't be more grateful and more happier, and joy is what I feel, brother. And today, man, it's a great day, man. Weather's been good, family's good, things are moving in the right direction. And the great thing about it, Nick, man, brother, I think we've been on this platform for 6 years. 6 years, man. 6 years. And a major dream is coming into focus. And the great thing about it, Nick, when you share an audacious dream with people, the first thing that happens is, oh man, they show some semblance of excitement for you. Really, the people who can't do what you do or have these audacious dreams, they really think you're crazy. And they think you have lost your marbles because they think you're just throwing everything away that you worked hard for, and you're going to end up broke, down and destitute, right? So you get off on that dream and you share it with everybody. A lot of people don't see it. A lot of people, say, hey, man, that's great. But, behind your back, they be like trying to laugh and, talk about you and stuff like that, because haters gonna hate, baby. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right, right? So now you move through that process because, as we've shared with people, Nick, this is a 2 to 5 year program, right? And then you're doing your business. And after that excitement phase, which a lot of times we call ignorance on fire, anybody that gets excited about something new, they're going to be busting their butt because they're so excited. But when reality steps in and start getting them hard knocks of that, what you're doing that nobody can do, they start to get discouragement. You start to get down. And then that same person, 18, 24, maybe 36 months ago, they'll just, facetiously say, hey, you still doing that thing? What was the name of it? Where were you at? Oh, Zanzibar. Oh, Pom Pom Sweets. How's that going? And they really like, you failed, So you go through that phase and you're like, oh, hey, man, it's happening. Moving a little bit slower than what we thought, but it's happening. They be like, oh, okay. Keep us up to date on that. And then they walk away, Nick, ladies and gentlemen, women and men, boys and girls, and they be like, he really stepped off into the wrong program and he's losing his shirt or his mind or whatever, right? And then, Nick, we get to the third phase. the success phase. And all of a sudden, everything's starting to come into focus, Nick. Projects built, contracts coming in. Your phone is ringing versus you calling people. And that same person, ladies and gentlemen, rolls up to you. And you know what they say to you, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I knew you were going to be successful. I was your number one supporter. I've been behind you from day one. And that person never invested in you, really encouraged you, but they was always off on the sideline, like that person always talking about, man, I told you not to do that. But as soon as you hit pay dirt and you score, they the first one, got their hands out, trying to be in a photo op with you. You know who we talking about, right? But you still handle it with grace and dignity and be like, man, thank you for the support. I really appreciate how you supported me, because they don't realize that was the battery you need in your back, because a lot of times it ain't the positive support that you need to keep rolling. It's that negative that becomes a positive, because it's like, I'm going to show you that we succeeded. It's not, I'm going to show you I'm right, but just to show you that anything is possible. And that's where we are today, Nick. So just literally, man, we stumbled on this dream, Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, we stumbled on this dream. So let me go back. This, man, Nick, bro, you and I have been together almost 9 years. Indirectly, directly, because my first engagement on Urban X was 2017. Wow. 2017, my brother. It's 2026. And here's the great thing about it, Nick. Our 10-year anniversary, getting on them platforms in 2027, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to witness an economic tsunami that is a positive, a windfall, which you guys are going to think we won the lottery. And as Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's Hamburgers, always said, all his detractors would say, oh, you got lucky. And Dave said, it's funny. The harder and the smarter I worked my plan, the more lucky I became. So next year, there's an economic tsunami, positive windfall coming down the corridor, Nick, that we had the audacity to have a little dream that people thought we were just ludicrous. But what they didn't realize, Nick, we actually do the research. See, this right here, this is a version of a white papers written by a PhD who studied extensively the eastern portion of Africa's continent and did a thorough, comprehensive fact analysis of the Africa rising. And he spent years in Africa. And he wrote this amazing book telling you where the future was. And guess what, Nick? This book came out in like 2012. And we had the audacity, Nick, to read the book ourselves, study it, and then we went back to the future, Nick. And we said, wait a minute, this reminds me of another book that we studied. Oh, my man. Another book, Nick, that we studied called Good to Great by the amazing Jim Collins, a book that originally, Nick, came out in 1998. And guess what, Nick? I was just crazy enough to study this book. I started a little itty bitty cleaning company in 1996. And as I was struggling to get my cleaning company off the ground, I stumbled upon Good to Great, another book that was written for MBA schools, because Jim Collins was a professor at Stanford University. And Good to Great became the #1 business book for B schools at the Stanford and Ivy League level, Nick. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. So I studied the book, and two things stood out to me that changed the trajectory of my career. He said, in Good to Great, in chapter 5, my favorite chapter, there's a thing called the hedgehog concept. It's no longer concept. The secret is out. He said, to be a multi-million-dollar multinational business, you just need to lock in on three things, Nick. Number one, what is your passion or your purpose? I'm what's it called? Paraphrasing, right? What is your passion or your talent or your purpose? Secondly, he said, what is the niche that you can develop in a saturated market that will make you stand out amongst the crowd? And then the third thing is, he said, what is the economic bus marketing platform you can put it in front of the right audience? And he said, ladies and gentlemen, if you had the passion or the purpose, number one, you created a niche. I'll give you an example. We started the 7 Spheres of Money system, Nick, in 2002. And in the world of family finance, I realized that there was a gap for professional middle class people in America. At that time, Nick, I had discerned that there were 40 million people, professional middle class, that lacked financial education and relationships proactively with an accountant, a financial advisor, and an attorney. And I realized, ladies and gentlemen, they only met those three people on a reactionary basis. They only sat down with an accountant when it was tax time, instead of getting tax strategies throughout the year. They only sat down with a planner when they either came into something or they was losing something and they need to get a will or something reactionary. And they only dealt with an attorney when they was buying a house, getting sued, or being divorced. And I'm talking about professional middle class, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about people at that time had household incomes of about $100,000 USD in 2002. Fast forward, that now is $250,000 in household income. So I realized, Nick, that those people never had relationships, that they worked with these three groups of professionals on a quarterly, semi-annual basis. At any point in their lives, they might have came in contact with them maybe once a year, once every 10 years, or maybe once in their life. And I realized nobody was doing that. So guess what your boy did? I had those personal experiences that I needed accountants. I needed attorneys. I needed financial planners. Guess what? I became one. I had an accounting background. I had situations where I needed an attorney to help me in business and stuff like that. I said, well, hey, imagine this, Lisa. If I can bring you professional middle class people that only see you every once in a blue moon, but build a relationship where you be part of their middle class family office, which typically only is for families that have $100 million of assets or more. Because why would somebody that's only making $100,000 need a relationship with a professional advocate on a quarterly basis? Well, maybe they want to start a small business, set up a proper entity structure. Why would they need an accountant? Better yet, a certified public accountant who specializes in small business, commercial real estate, business acquisitions. But maybe that person, Nick, worked for 20 years, built a portfolio or a 401k, and it's got $500,000 to $2 million in it, and they don't know what to do with the tax ramifications for doing everything right. Then, needless to say, why would they need a financial planner to plan out their struggle, their success, and their succession plan? And voila, I stumbled on a whole new market. As we began to develop that, Nick, all of a sudden, we started generating business. We started having people knocking on our door, and people thought I was crazy back then. Man, ain't nobody going to pay you no membership and no fees for you to talk to them every 90 days just to coach them. What does the best actor have? An acting coach. They don't just go see them once in a lifetime. They see them annually, quarterly. Some of them see them monthly because they keep sharpening their tool. What does the best professional athletes have? They have sports therapists, sports coaches to keep them in the zone. And the ones that have the most coaches that are more skilled in niche, they actually win more. Imagine that, Nick. So now we developed the 7 spheres of money system where it tapped into all these niche markets for that niche client, and we start to grow. And as smart people do, we looked at the disruptive technologies that were being created, and we stepped up to those technologies before everybody else because we knew that was the future. We were one of the first people to be on Periscope, which most people never heard of, but that was the first platform and technology you could do a live broadcast on the internet. Go look it up. Periscope. Prior to this platform, prior to Zoom, prior to YouTube. And needless to say, Nick, we became early adopters. We're not afraid to take calculated risk because we knew that this was the future. We tapped into that, Nick. We started doing a little bit of education on the platform, and voila, had some success. Fast forward, and here comes YouTube. Here comes Urban X 2017. Wow. All of a sudden, Nick, ladies and gentlemen, I see young professionals, 25, 24, 30 years of age, talking about business that I know they don't know about business. They wannabes, and nothing wrong about that. What they say, you got to fake it till you make it. So these people, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm a seasoned, successful professional doing what they claim they know. I'm going to say that again. I am doing what they claim they know. They read a book. They saw a YouTube tutorial. Oh man, you got to be an entrepreneur. You got to set up an LLC. Now that's sexy, but you don't even know how LLC works. I'm doing that, Nick. So you know what I said? Well, why don't I reach out? What did Jim Collins say? Create a niche. So now, Nick, I go from working with professional middle class, and now I go after entrepreneurs on YouTube who are getting views and think they running a business, but they're not. I said, I can help these folks. And you know what I did? I said, what's the first way to get their attention? Let me patronize them. Let me authentically, something that I like what they're talking about, father and son working together. Let me buy their product because I actually like what they're talking about. I also knew they don't know business. I'm going to say it again. They're talking about business. They read a book. They saw something on YouTube, but they're not really doing business because they didn't have the structure. They didn't have the team, but they're getting people that are listening to them because they know a little bit more than the people listening to them, Nick. How many times, Nick, as a teacher with your graduate degree, you hear some student talking about, oh man, I know, pop, but you know they don't know what they talking about. You know they just read something, got excited, but they're more excited, know a little bit more than their other peer, and that person gonna follow them because of their excitement, and they appear to know what they're talking about. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I say, oh, they doing this thing, urban excellence, and they're highlighting young Black men and women who have children that are showing some success, that they can be future successful people. I buy a couple of their t-shirts. I like their t-shirt. I get one of my son, I wear one, and then you know what I do? I take a picture and I send it to him and say, hey, here's what my 14-year-old son, actually 13 at the time, here's what my son is achieving. Does he qualify that y'all might even want to talk about him? He's 2-3 grades ahead. He's super sharp. He's well-mannered. Had a plan, Nick. Boom. Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll show you a picture. Hey, by the way, would you need somebody to actually talk about and actually show how business structures are put together, how taxes are done, how entities and real estate is set up, and how to teach people get out of debt? I already knew the answer to the question, and I knew they needed it. And guess what they did? They said, yeah. I said, well, hey, man, how about you just interview me? And in comes Nick. Nick sees me on their platform talking what I do. Am I correct, Nick? I'm breaking down everything, showing proof of what I have done on these professional business streets. Not espousing about what I want to do. I've already done it. So we do that. Next thing you know, ladies and gentlemen, man, why is it? I'm a regular on their show. A regular. And now I say, hey, forget about talking about it. How about I do a webinar for you guys? Nick, I'm going to turn the ball over to you, and you tell them about the first 1 or 2 experiences you had. And I'm going to come back real quickly because I'm going to find the right charger for my laptop and tell them, man, what was your experience and how long had you been following Urban X? Because I think you were following Urban X for longer than I had known about it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, yeah, you're probably right. I was following before Malcolm started coming on the screen, actually, when he was just interviewing his dad behind the camera. That's how long, yeah. Yep, that's how long I've been following, because I've been following the father because I recognized him from the lectures, and I read 2 of his books. He had 2 books at the time, so I read the two books. So it was that recognition. I recognized him, and I'm like, he doesn't do that many interviews So let me tap in, see what they're talking about. And then eventually they start the podcast, the father and son podcast, where they're both on the screen, just talking about current events, pop culture. So yeah, so it probably has been longer than DJ has been following Urban X, but yeah, I was there from the beginning. I saw DJ in the interviews, and I'm like, man, this brother knows a lot of information. He knows what he's talking about. And I picked that up from the interviews, and this goes into the hedgehog concept, in the model. So you provide that value, and you provide that value before you even offer any type of service or product that people can purchase, monetarily. So just from the interviews, he's already given up a lot of information. So that's what motivated me to invest in that webinar. So I invested in that webinar, and then he took it to the next level and over delivered once again by turning what was supposed to be a 3-hour class into a 2-part 3-hour class that ended up being 6 hours altogether. So from there, I was sold. I was already sold from the interviews, but when we went through that class and we had to print out that Family Finance 101 workbook and follow along with the workbook and fill it out, that's when I knew that DJ the Money Coach was the real deal. So I invested into the program. I went through the entire program from initial consultation, initial 15-minute consultation, to all-star program, to executive program, executive membership. And after going through the entire program, that's when DJ asked me to join him on the business side, where we formed DJ the Money Coach online in April of 2020. So yeah, that's where, that was the journey in a nutshell, how it started.
Ain't that amazing? Just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this, you ought to be sharing this with 5 people and have them share with 5 people. Because here's the thing. This is what's needed in our community. Would you agree to that, Nick?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because our community has been through so much trauma, financial trauma, from being miseducated about finances from generation to generation, to having those charlatans and scammers claim they're giving us the correct information, but they're actually taking more than what they're providing, and even misleading the people. So it's definitely needed. Absolutely.
And guess what, Nick? If you don't mind sharing with the people, how much did you invest to get 6 hours of actual application? I wasn't, pontificating. Mm-hmm. You got actual application and sound, concrete, productive results from us. Did you not?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that was an initial investment of, man, so long ago. I mean, I don't even know if I should try to remember, because you might get sick all over again thinking about it. I know how much it is. Yeah, you might get sick all over again thinking about it. I believe it was
less than 2 dubs. It was less than 2 dubs.
Wow. Okay. I thought it was more than the 2. Oh wow. I thought it was more than 2 dubs. It was actually less.
It's a $20 bill. A dub is a $20 bill.
Yeah. I thought it was
$39.
Oh man.
It was $39, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say
how upset I was that got all this 6 hours of my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say 49, but it was actually 39. Man,
it was $39.
Yeah, and you actually, and not only did you provide that, but you also brought the team with you too. Yep, you brought the team with you too. Some of the experts and specialists in the seven spheres of money came in and contributed to the class.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. So as we're talking, so now we fast forward. So we begin. Nick writes this amazing testimonial because Nick is a high school English teacher with a graduate degree from the Howard University.
Yep. And New York University for the graduate degree.
And New York University, NYU.
Yep.
Man, best of the best schools that everybody want to get into, but very few qualify. Now, with that said, I began getting, requests to be on these shows for free. I'm not charging them anything. I'm just talking about what I do. Now, oh man, wait a minute. This is really in demand, niche. I reach out to Nick. Hey, Nick, you're an English teacher. You're super qualified in your field. I believe I can teach you the business. And Nick was like, man, I don't know anything about business. How can I help you? Well, you can help me because you're honest, hardworking, and I believe you could be impactful to the people if you just allow me to download this program to you. Nick said, hey, man, if you believe in me, let's do it. We put a team together. We launched DJ the Money Coach for 2020, April 20th, 2020. We had no inclination that we would ever step foot, yet alone meet each other, go to Zanzibar. Did we or did we not, Nick?
No. The focus was the financial education and the model of the JVP model, replicating what we did with UrbanX and replicating that with other platforms. That was the focus, and also forming these partnerships and doing these master classes and having other experts, such as Astoria, such as Crusher, such as JC
Dr.
Baker,
Baker,
yeah,
Melvin.
yeah, Melvin. Yep, that was the focus. We never even heard of investing in Zanzibar in 2020. That wasn't even the thing then.
Exactly, guys. Now we're going out doing the right work for the right people who don't even realize that they needed us, but they looking for us and didn't even realize they needed us. So now we go from UrbanX to the classy. What is it? What is Erica's show? The Classy Climb?
Yep.
You go to the Classy Climb. We know nothing about this amazing entrepreneur, Erica, but from the UrbanX, Ashley says, hey, there's this lady. She drives trucks or does business with truck drivers, and she's talking something similar to what you guys do, but she's talking about it. Maybe y'all should go connect with her. Okay. I'm not doing anything in the truck driver business, but I do handle truck drivers' finances. On a limb, on a lark, we reach out to her. She answers. Break down the background. Oh, wow. I should interview you. We get on her platform, just like UrbanX. Bigger platform. But it doesn't matter the spotlight, ladies and gentlemen, because mind you, I'm a decade or more older than her. Everything that she's starting to have some inkling of success, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So now we go on her show, bigger platform, more focused business people. And dude, Katie barred the door. The first show we do with her, we sell something like 100 of our basic package, and we're not even trying to really sell it.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. Blowing it up. So guess what? Now she says, hey, I've been trying to raise $250,000 to buy this trucking stop called Exit 271 outside of Austin, Texas. Now, just like with Urban X, Nick had been there, and I just realized, yeah, man, I slightly remember when Malcolm never was on camera. I came in right as he was about to get on camera, and he was just interviewed. But again, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. She's now been trying to raise $250,000 for about a year, having no success. Tap into our network. Boom. 30 days, we got commitments for $250,000. Now we on her show once a month. We get a viral show that hits just under 100,000 views. The winter is coming. Everybody thought, oh man, he's stealing this same in from somebody. And I talk right to mortgages. I talk right to people who are over leveraged. 6-9 months before it was coming, and I was right. Now she invites us. Where she invite us to go, Nick? Physically, where do we go?
We went to Atlanta for the speakers tour. It's a part of the tour, yep.
Her first one. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. I believe you're right about that. Yeah, the first tour, yep. And you were one of four keynote speakers that day.
And who dominated that event?
Oh yeah, of course you. That was also the relaunch of the ABCs of Wealth book too.
There you go.
Part of our book tour.
There you go. Mm-hmm. We go there, ladies and gentlemen, because I've already done. She got some sharp young people in the room, but I've already done what they trying to do. So I don't have to go read a book or anything. I've already done it. So, of course, she is the closing, speaker because it's her event. I come up right before her. And what happens, Nick? Everybody gravitates towards us. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick.
Yeah. The three of us, between the three of us that were traveling on the team, making sales on the phone, selling the packages, selling the books. Taking the pictures with the books.
Did we not sell all our stuff?
We did, yep. All the books, all the packages. Yep.
But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I had already been doing this in the bricks and mortar world a decade before. And this was nowhere near to what I did in the bricks and mortar world. We might have moved 40, 50 books or whatever it was that time. I did 10, 20X 10, 15 years before that. Then I was on somebody's platform. Dr. Frazier taught me the biz. So all I was doing, ladies and gentlemen, is taking our linear, already structured ecosystem and putting it on steroids on the internet as a professional to the professionals. They're saying, Nick, where are you going? Well, remember, I talked about good to great, hedgehog concept. Nick talked about it a little bit. Why are we excited? Why is 2027? Why are we so elated? Is because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Having done that, we start doing events with Erica, creating Massive success. Erica invites us out to speak again at her boat show, her boat party. We down in the ATL and we just chopping it up, talking about trips at dinner. Hey, where you been? Where you gonna go? Dream trip. Guess what, folks? We're talking about where been. Then we was like, wait, where's the place that is your bucket list trip that you got to get to before God takes you home? Hey, man, I want to go to Cape Verde and I want to go to Zanzibar. I've been every place I wanted to go on this planet, except I haven't been to Zanzibar and I haven't been to Cape Verde. That was around 2020, something like that. End of 2020, something like that. Next thing we know, we get a call. End of 2021. Hey, we got that bucket list trip just to go kick it. Well, which one? Cape Verde? No, Zanzibar. Look how God works, ladies and gentlemen. We put it out into the universe, was excited authentically. We're going to get there one day just to take a trip. She shares with us, hey, I meant to get in touch with you about 30 days ago, but we all busy. But we're going to Zanzibar. Only bad news is there's only 2 spots left, and you got to put a deposit, non-refundable, within 24 to 48 hours. Guess what she says to me? Hey, DJ, I only know 1 or 2 people who got the time and got the money. You happen to be one of them. Send me the link. I didn't have to check with my wife. I didn't have to check with my boss. I had time and money. Freedom. I bought both of the last 2 seats. Did I not, Nick?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What was it, your sister that you took, right? For the other seat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sent them non-refundable deposit, ladies and gentlemen. Significant amount of money. I'm excited because, man, we're going to Zanzibar, baby. We're excited. Call up my sister. Tell her, hey, you're going to Zanzibar. You ain't got to pay for nothing but your tips. Airfare accommodations, I got that to tell you thank you for being a great sister to me for my entire life. That's all we thinking about. Booyah. God says, no. Let's rewind this video. Hey, remember 2017, 2018, while you was getting to know Nick and them and stuff, you were taking some nice vacations and you started to invest in a major resort that it just didn't come through for whatever reason. You were deflated, but you kept moving. But I was showing you that because I had a bigger dream for you to get ready to carry out my work. See, sometimes dreams are only deferred, but not stopped if you listen to the man upstairs. So now my sister gets on the phone with our family friend and she tells me he's in Zanzibar right now. At the time, don't too many people know about Zanzibar. We hop on WhatsApp. Hey, man, how long you on vacation? Dude, forget about vacation. I'm down here buying up some property because there's a new loophole that they are encouraging foreign investors to come check it out. Hey, man, I got an accounting background, had some semblance of some form of success in business endeavors and real estate. What? Man, let me come down there and see if I can get me a property just for myself to maybe have a dream destination I can stay at occasionally. We go down early. We see a unit that we think we might be able to afford to buy. And then all of a sudden, the Most High said, hey, man, Noah, I want you to build me an ark. DJ, it's going to sound crazy, absurd. People going to laugh at you. I want you to build me an entire ecosystem with resorts, townhouses, transportation, cleaning, excursion, concierge, mobile car wash. He's plugging directly into my brain something I never dreamt of. And now I'm like, whoa, then puts the book in my hand, Rising Africa Rising. Oh my goodness, Katie barred the door. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I flash back. You know how they show the movie? Oh, let's flash back 10 years. What was the rugged, non-sophisticated, never been to Africa DJ doing? Oh, DJ kicking it in Mexico. Having a great time. The man upstairs saying, oh yeah, I want you to look at their playbook. I'm going to get you almost to the finish line. This deal is going to stop because you're going to take this and you're going to build it in Zanzibar. And now, my brothers and sisters, oh, wait a minute, hold up. The video's slowing down, like in professional sports. Now, after my freshman rookie year, you ain't able to fool me no more because I'm fast and I'm just as talented as you are, but I got a bigger plan of action. And now we're like, okay, we can build this and we can raise this and we can have a better version of their mousetrap and we can own the whole enterprise. And guess what? We take one trip, read one book, and we put all our chips to the middle of the table in January 2022, and everybody thought we were crazy except the people who saw the possibility. And I completely put a plan together, and I told them, Nick, we used to do the presentation. I didn't invent this. Here's why it's going to look like this, because here's the hotel resort that I stayed at multiple times. That's now $1 billion resort, and we're just going to run that playbook. Did we not do that, Nick?
Yes, we did.
I would have you tell them, what would I have you do in the initial part of the presentation to show them that this wasn't my dream, but it works, and tell them to go check it out? What did you have to do each time we got about 10, 15 minutes into the presentation when we first got started?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, of course, like you mentioned, you would tell the story of attempting to invest in Mexico, and you're based on your experience visiting that resort as a VIP special invited guest, and how that project developed over time. So that's one thing. And then you also show the other economic vehicle, which was the festival. So you gave the examples of the festivals, such as the Essence Fest and the equivalent of what that is in Zanzibar, which is the kite festival. Yeah.
Man, Nick, you know what we got to do? Dude, pull up that website and let me share this with you guys, because people thought we were crazy. I told them, hey, man, I went to this resort the first time for a birthday, and for 7 days, 8 days and 7 nights, something like that, it was 6 racks, which was crazy. That was a lot of money, but it was a significant birthday for me. And then went back the very next year and stayed for 2 weeks. It was almost double the cost. And I'm a very cheap, frugal, fiscally responsible person. And I was excited about giving my money this time because I'm like, oh man, this place is amazing. But what I want to share with them, Nick, let's go to the time I went. So I spent 2 weeks there in 2018, and it was 5 figures. It was about 10 racks. Nick, go to their calendar in December and just punch in like December 17th to the 25th and see how much the rooms cost right now today. This is why we got excited about Zanzibar. Because what we saw was the future, that if these prices here in 2017, 6 racks for 1 week, and then the next year, 2018, 10 racks for 10 days, and now show them, Nick, how much it costs to go to this joint. 7 days in a junior suite. What does that say per night, Nick?
That says, well, this said $13.95 a night. So you call it $1,400.
And does it not say double occupancy per person?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nick,
yep. And that's USD, by the way.
Punch in 7 days on that. Show them how much it costs, what we pay. And this is the excitement about Zanzibar, folks. So just punch in 7 days, see what the price comes up, Nick. Okay. I believe it's going to be close to $20,000. Look at that. What was that one right there? 2,700.
Yeah, 2,700. Yep.
Punch in 7 days, bro.
Okay, let me see.
Let's show them what we excited about. Now, mind you, this resort is now, it's going to be celebrating its 10th anniversary. Matter of fact, this is 10th anniversary right now because they were just opening in 2016. And guess what, Nick? Just like us, they weren't fully open. When I went there, ladies and gentlemen, in 2017, it was only 40% open.
Yeah.
2018, it was only about 60% open. I followed their blueprint to the T.
Mm-hmm.
I got the video and everything. I sat down with the CFO. I'm excited. Beautiful destination. How much is it?
$99.75 for 7 days.
7 days. And that's per person. So 2 adults, that's $20,000. Mm-hmm. This same location, 2017 was $6,000. Nick, that's almost 3.5x. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? In 2016, nobody knew of this resort. 2017, nobody knew of this resort except the specialists that they were inviting to the resort, or you were a VIP with their parent company, which we were for about 8 years. And they wanted us to come check it out. 2018, nobody knew really about this resort. But now, this is a multi-billion-dollar resort, Nick. They found the right location. They did the research. Guess what? People thought that market was saturated down there in Mexico. Obviously, it wasn't, because they never built something like this in that corridor of Mexico. And they were catering to the 1% and the 5% of the world who wanted an all-inclusive luxury opulence, maid, butlers, drivers, everything included. Michelin restaurant. I'm not smart enough to think of this stuff, but I am smart enough to know how to duplicate it. Mm-hmm. So I said, voila. You think they didn't have challenges and people laughing at them? Who's laughing now with this resort? Nothing but the shareholders who were wise enough to invest and listen not to the naysayers. So what did we do, Nick? We borrowed their plan. We found a hyper diamond in the rough destination that met all the characteristics of this place, but better. The only downside, Nick, it's on the other side of the world.
Mhm.
You can take that down. Listen to us, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the other side of the world. So now, reading the white pages, comprehensive study that a PhD did for a decade, studying the economy in this corridor, 500 million people, average age 20 years old. They're going to need A, B, C, and D for the next 25 years plus. Oh, there's a place called Mauritius that's already matured that some of their resorts are $5,000, $10,000 a night. Not as beautiful as Zanzibar. Oh, wait a minute. Let's put on my accounting hat because I'm in finance. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me $1 US is equivalent to 2,700 of theirs? And I can buy beachfront property for 1/10 of what I can buy in Mexico? 1/15 of what I can buy in America? Oh, God. Even if I fall short, the worst thing I can do is have a beautiful property for my children's children for a lifetime. Did y'all hear me? So what did your boy do? We got to work. And we start laying out the plan. And we contacted people that look like us, think like us, and showed them that track record and just said, look at the demographics, look at the numbers, and you tell me if somebody's not going to be running to Zanzibar. And lo and behold, guess what? There's COVID. And every country is shut down except for Zanzibar.
Mhm.
Is that not from the Most High? I'm going to give you the kingdom, and I'm going to leave the doors open only for you guys to take advantage of this window. Noah, Israelites, and we're going to show you where the promised land is. And I know you can't see it. People will call you crazy, but I'm plugged into your brain. And do you believe? Who am I? What did he tell them when they said, well, tell the Egyptians who sent you? I am I who sent you. So we started laying out the plan to people. We're building a Trojan horse. And just like the movie, they redo it again, the story of Troy, which they do in the movie called Odyssey. What are they showing? The men stacked inside the horse as a gift to them so they can come out and destroy them. We're doing the same thing, but we're doing it on the positive tip. So now we have an economic windfall tsunami coming for the work. What did I tell everybody we sat down with when to expect this to hit us on the positive? What year did I tell them in every presentation, Nick?
You told them 2027.
There you go.
2027, yep.
2027. And I told them, did not know. Check this out, ladies. This is how great the Most High is when you are plugged into him. I'm nobody special. But I studied. And I said, just from the numbers of COVID shut down, people going to start coming because they don't want to be trapped in their homes and they have dispendable cash and they're getting free money. They're going to find somewhere where they can go where there's no COVID and no vaccinations. Boom. Then I said, well, with those people coming, some of those people going to stay forever. Some of those people going to come and start businesses because that's what they did in Mexico. That's what they do in the Caribbean. They come, fall in love, and they stay. Hey, guess what's going to happen? There's going to be people in 5 years based on the economics, and the celebrities going to start coming, promoting it, and now everybody going to want to be part of the party. So all we saw was, oh, man, maybe there's going to be something significant going to happen. And then a year and a half after we there, in the national newspaper, out comes the NBA's coming to Zanzibar. Oh, not only the NBA's coming to Zanzibar, Zollywood with Idris Elba coming to Zanzibar. But guess what, Nick? Again, we got blessed because they did a expose on who a year and a half before.
On DJ the Money Coach, from born and raised in Chicagoland.
Bro, do you know how powerful that article is? Because everything we said in that article, Nick, is it not happening?
Yes, it is. Prophetic.
I told them, the editor interviewing me, why are you here? I laid out my plan in 2022, ladies and gentlemen, and she thought we were crazy. Even though she knew something was coming because she's been there. But I said, guess what? This is going to happen. We're going to move people over here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. 4 years later, guess what? Resort finished. Done. Boom. Open up a corporation. Boom. Done. Did it cause us problems, delays, everything under the sun? You bet. But just like you have breakfast, a typical American breakfast has bacon and eggs. 2 animals participate, one all in, one just passing through, because when times get hard, they dropping and running. The chicken, drop the egg, keep on kicking. In my point of view, I'm a turkey guy, so the turkey, all in, life on my plate. We all in, baby. Right. So now we go through a dry spell. Unfortunately, things we can't control. The locusts. The red blood on the door of the firstborn, because God's unhappy with the leaders in power. So you know what? We're going to make some corrections, the man above said, right? Boom. What we get? Unrest. Oh, unrest over there, boom, affects the business. Boom. Now the orange man, oh, he going to double down and start doing some silly stuff. We moving along, making progress. He decides we're going to go to war. We have 6-8 retreats signed up to rock with us. Hey, man, I don't feel comfortable coming. Hey, can you blame them? No. Guess what? The man up above said, hey, man, listen to your team. Safari. Safaris, they not being affected because they are catering to the people over there. Stop trying to chase and convince these people here to come all the way over there. They're going to go to Mexico. Let them go to Mexico. Let them have. Hey, whose face is on the coin? When the person asked Jesus, hey, should we pay taxes? Whose face is on the coin? Give to Caesar what is Caesar's. Amazing, bro. We said, hey, we stopped chasing y'all. Y'all can go to the Caribbean, all that. Do that. We gonna go over here with them people who come to these safaris and these people who come to Zanzibar, who know Zanzibar, love Zanzibar, right up the street, 4-5 hours away, maybe no more than 9 hours. Forget about trying to convince you to take 20 hours to get on a plane, Nick. We hop on the plane. We get back. We go to the capital of the safari world. And what we've been working on going around Mount Sinai multiple times because I'm not listening to the team. I wanna give it the good old college try. Just keep willing it. I'm gonna bring 1 million black folks to Africa. No, you're not, bruh. I'm gonna bring 1 million brown people to Africa. No, you're not, bruh. You're gonna die trying. And you ain't gonna get nothing, but that was a fool. So now, man, that ain't gonna work. Let's pivot reluctantly. All right, we'll try this. Hey, yes, I will give you a VIP invitation to the largest safari conference in all of Africa to let you get a preview of what it's really like. Guess what, folks? We go, and oh my God, it is a conference that fills stadiums. I'm talking about football and baseball stadiums. 60, 70, 80, 100,000 people, and they all talking safari. Your boy look up like, oh, what? Now, I know 3 things that, even though we come to the party late, Nick, that we got that they never gonna have. As Americans, what are we? We are the #1 innovators on the planet. Number 2, we're the most creative people on the planet. And number 3, we move quick. And especially as a black man, because we're accustomed from coming up from nothing to create something, so there's no competition. Did you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Every platform that you're on, and this one as well, how did it get its broadest exposure? Because somebody that looked like us was told about this technology that they found to be interesting and sexy, and they blew it up for free. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong. Where is TikTok without black people? Where's Instagram without black people? Mm-hmm. Where is this platform without black people? Where's Clubhouse without black people? Where's Facebook without black people? Do I need to give any more? Where is Netflix without black people? The only problem is they go in, they don't negotiate, they blow it up, and then they want to, oh man, I did 10 million views. They gave me $5. Oh, they stock that went to $1 million a share. What we do, we went in with a plan, equity and ownership. Everything that we do, we knew it was going to be hard, practically impossible. But when you divide impossible, it's 2 words. I'm possible. Because we're rhinos. Not that fake crap they talking about, running headstrong into negative opposition, because we know that there is a promised land for us. We know that in 2017, God said, hey man, this right here, you can have this, but not here. We're going to give it to you in the motherland. But are you going to stay faithful? Are you going to put the team together and stay diligent and work the 4x4 regardless? So now, Nick, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we go back to Zanzibar, which we now been about 12 times, 14 times, something. I can't even count. But what I can tell you, Nick, tell them, has our whole team from the internet been to Zanzibar once, if not twice, if not 3, 4 times?
Yeah, yes, we have.
Have we not brought multiple people to Zanzibar 2, 3, 4 times?
Yes, both vacationers and investors.
Yeah, bro. Do we not have 100% in, do we not have people from America living in Zanzibar?
Yes, we do.
Tell you what, are you really going to be able to compete with God? So now guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? We go, and let me show you how great this is. We start doing keynote speeches in Toronto. May 2025. I hadn't been to Toronto in 20 plus years. We go up, I'm the keynote. Full of a room, about 300, 400, 500 people. One person in the room, dude, that God wanted us to meet, Madam Miriam. Same generation I'm in. Same work ethic, if not better than mine. Knows everybody. Guess where she's from? I give you 3 guesses. 2 don't count, Nick. Where do you think Madam Miriam is originally from?
Zanzibar, Tanzania, maybe?
Hello. So now she says, hey, DJ, man, you're an American. You're building in my country. You're building in my backyard. I'm going to help you. Hey, you need to come to this conference, the largest one in Canada, called the Salon Conference in November of 2025. I don't even want to go, Nick. Montreal, it's wintertime, dog. You know I don't go no places where it's winter at. Been there, done that. But she was very persuasive. She said, look, you own a resort. It's going to be nothing but resorts represented and people buying packages because French Canadians love Africa. And she just reminded me what my grandfather always said. DJ, if you don't go, your wood's wet.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens to wet wood? I said, oh, it sinks. Oh, send me the tickets. I'll buy. So, Nick, you know what we do? We put the package together. We go to Montreal. We do small breakout sessions. We're talking about Zanzibar to about 120 agents. We sell a couple packages, ladies and gentlemen. We excited. But guess what? 3 months later, your president said, we're going to war with Iran because Iran is going to be in war with Israel. Why does that got to do with Zanzibar? Well, unfortunately, most of the people from here go to Zanzibar through that corridor, Dubai, Qatar, Doha. Now, I am not flying through that corridor. Why would I want you? But in December, Madam Miriam is a guest of ours at our beautiful resort. And she has a diplomat and a party from Russia. They can't spend no money with us, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 days. We put them up for free. Cost me, I don't know, 4 figures. And people like, hey, man, why are you giving them a free stay? They know many a people. So now fast forward, Madam Miriam, DJ, you need to do safari. We in safari. Safari recession proof. Safari 20% more growth than year over year from last year. How's the resort business in Zanzibar right now? Oh, we down. We down, baby. We down. Investors not happy. You need to go Kelly Fair. Largest in all of Africa on the eastern seaboard. Oh, God. I don't want to be in safari business. I don't want to go to a conference outside. Oh, man, we down 60, 70%. The retreat said we can't come there because we don't feel. Guess what? The reluctant DJ, we go to safari. And now we land there. all the who's who, ladies and gentlemen. And now our number one advocate, Madam Miriam, she introduced us to the players. The first and second largest and oldest safari companies in the business. Hers and her sisters happen to be one of the two. Boom. Lock down a deal with them, Nick. Boom. They don't worry about competition. This is what I do love about them versus how we are here with Cutthroat over here. Over there, the second largest one, which we're about to show you a video of them, is Sunny Safaris. 40 years in the business. You would think they would not want to be doing business. Oh, let me introduce you to them. Oh, my brother, we will help you out. Miriam been telling us about you for a while. Boom. We ink a deal with them, Nick. Then introduce us to the largest private developer in the solar business, the VIP lounge business. Own their own VIP lounges at the airport. Miracle Air, Boma Lounge. Introduces them. They're in the safari business. They should be competitors. We ink a deal with them. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Signed, sealed, delivered. We ink a deal with them. Then we ink another deal. Then another deal. Now, baby, we got an avalanche rolling in the direction. And then guess what? We telling people the NBA in Zollywood is going to give us a 5x return in 2027. And because we're dealing with all the chaos that comes with pioneering a new frontier and the last and the most profitable one ever in the history of the world, ain't nobody going to Mars no time soon. It's Africa. And next thing we know, in our backyard have been going on, Nick, for about 2 years. We can't even pay attention because we got so many things we trying to deal with. Wait a minute. DJ. World Cup in America. Booming. Guess what? We got this thing called AFCON. What? Who? AFCON? Yeah. You know they're expanding the roads in front of your land from 2-lane to 6-8 lane. Yeah, I knew because when I drove our vehicle, I'm upset. Hey, man, why they coming up? Wait a minute. Stadium. 14 minutes away from your resort. What? Stadium? 40 minutes from my resort? What? Mm-hmm. What? 100,000 plus people got to have some place to stay? What? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go see this. So guess what? We go see the stadium. It's about 45% complete. It's massive. Oh, we're getting excited because we've seen this video, Nick. We've seen this video 4 times. When I built the cleaning business, they built and redid Soldier Field right in the same corridor that I was building a cleaning business that was struggling. And when that was completed, I dominated that sector because I was there before anybody else and I got all the business. Oh, man, we getting excited. We've seen this video again, Nick. We go up to Detroit before anybody. Nobody wanted to be in Detroit in 2005, 2006. But guess what? Because I have a wise counsel, Dr. George Fraser said, young bucks, if you want to get rich real soon and long term, before anybody else, Detroit is a minefield of gold for those who know how to mine gold. Guess what? My high school friend, Clarence, moves to Detroit because he, as an engineer, gets a job as a sales engineer for Hewlett Packard, who works on the Ford multi-billion-dollar contract. By default, we start buying real estate. By default, we start buying real estate in a 3-mile radius. I start bringing him clients. I build a plan to create an ecosystem. We plug people in. And 4 years later, over 200 properties managed, operated, owned by us. Are y'all hearing me, ladies and gentlemen? We get through the Great Recession, flip the model, and grow bigger. What did I learn, Nick? Go into a corridor. Stay in one corridor. Don't try to go up north. Don't try to go out west. Take a little bit of corridor. People kept asking me, Nick, hey, why don't y'all buy property in Pimba, Nuingui, Kendra? No. We're going to stay right here in Paje. Because Paje is the untapped, the quiet. And it's not super party, but a lot of families like to come here because it's a hidden gem like Destin, Florida. I seen this video. So I stay in the corridor. The other video, Nick and I, we jump on the internet, create DJ the Money Coach. We seen this video 4 times, and every time people laughed at us, and every time we laughed last and we laughed louder. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. AFCON. I see 2 stadiums, 40% built. We go to the capital of the Safari World in Arusha. Here's this massive stadium being built, Nick. Right down the street from sunny Safari. Hey, DJ, you see over the right? That big flying saucer looking object that looks like it takes up half the city? That's going to host AFCON June 2027. We excited? Are you excited, DJ? Oh, I'm excited. Then we come back to Zanzibar after they take us on this amazing safari. Mind you, free. We pay for nothing. I spent an entire $160 for a $5,000-$6,000 safari. And all of a sudden, Nick, hey, the Zanzibar Stadium is being built right in your backyard. We go drive by it a day before I head back home. And we sneak into the industrial side. Tell them we from America. World Cup. I ride on motorcycle. And I see this massive stadium. And then I start putting it together, Nick. Oh, they're expanding the roads by our property from 2-lane to 6-8 lane. Lots of customer. Then, Nick, we signed another contract with EOA. And because we doing the right work for the right reason. Last minute, we get exclusive rights to be overflow resort for 300 people. Are y'all feeling me, baby? We signed the contract, Nick. The sales are coming in. And then now the company's got nothing to do with AFCON. Hey, we need 15 units for 8 months. We excited. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all saying, man, DJ ain't shut up from the moment Nick asked him how he doing today.
Hey, he said, it was like you said, need to tie sandbags to his legs.
So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting on a powder keg, an economic tsunami. And the reason why we're about to benefit from it, because we have equity and ownership. We have practiced 5 principles from the moment I decided to go to Zanzibar. Principle number 1, cooperative economics. Nick, put this up on the board. See, we saw it before we could see it. What is the saying? Man without vision perishes, but man with vision wins big. Number 2, what is cooperative economics? Real simple. People come together, similar dreams, similar missions. Instead of working against each other, they work interdependently together. Number 2, we tap into the leverage of professional networks, going and paying our dues, building the relationships, similar and services that we need to help other people out without asking for anything in return. Putting that work in. And then number 3, we have ecosystem. So what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is that the deals we signed, these people have ecosystems. They need our ecosystem. We need their ecosystem. They're in Safari, but the people from Safari now want to go to beach. People at beach want to go to Safari. Win, 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 win. And then the rubber that meets the road, you can't be that person that's wholesaling and you're gonna arbitrage somebody's Airbnb and you don't really own nothing. These people we're dealing with, they're business owners. And they're long-term players. So the first thing they asked us, do you really own what you're talking to us about? Number 4, equity. And number 5, ownership, Nick. So those companies that everybody and their mama trying to get meetings with, they're not meeting with somebody. Oh, I got 50 Airbnb. I own none of them, but I rent them out. I'm successful. No. I'm not going to be at Sunny Safari, 40 years in business, over 60 plus Land Cruisers owned free, no debt, 180 tour agents, and I'm going to book with you. Because here's what I know, Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, that owner that you're giving a little break them off, whatever it is, they making $5,000, maybe $1,000 a month from their property that you're renting from them, and you're making $2,000. They might say, the math ain't mathing no more for me. African coming down the turnpike, I don't need you to put nobody in my joint because guess what's going to put in my turn? AFCON. Contract null and void. What you going to do? Do y'all hear me? I ain't mad at you. If that's the only way you can make money, man, God bless you. Muy bueno. But see, these people we dealing with, they looking for the turkey. All in. And once they saw that we owned all in, they opened up their network to us of the 1%ers. And we are blessed, but guess what? We started from day one, Nick. We told our people equity and ownership. And now as we went through the struggle with those people, this is classic. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He talks about the illustration and the story that people said was not real. You got a guy who goes to a village and people need water. And one guy jumps out with a bucket and he's carrying buckets and he making money. But he making quick money. But one guy, Nick, says, we're going to build a pipeline. 4-5 years go by. The dude that's building the buckets, he owns everything on rental. And everybody does business with him because he got the water right now. End of year 5, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The pipeline's complete. Now, the pipeline pours gallons. Thousands of gallons of water while he trying to carry one bucket. Who's out of business now, Nick?
Man, yeah, that guy carrying that one bucket.
Pipeline, booyah. And y'all don't believe it's true. All you got to do is study it. Look at these companies, old technology, don't want to change with times. Billions of dollars. Oh, where's Blockbuster Video at? What? Where's Circuit City at? What? Where's Sears? What? Multi-billion-dollar companies. Gone. Where's the phone that everybody used to use back in the day? What was it called? Not the Nextel, but the other one. What was it called? Help me out. You would everybody do the two-way text and everything. Everybody used it. It had a little keyboard on it. It was the first phone with the keyboard. Guess what? We can't remember the name, but it was a multi-billion-dollar company out of Canada. Are y'all hearing me? Where are the people who actually sell CDs at? Where are the people who got the MP3 player? Where they at? They had a good run. They gone. You got to stay in front of the future, ladies and gentlemen. So guess what? We are right in the middle of a perfect storm. And the only reason why, because God, like he told Noah, build an ark. Because I'm about to storm the world for how many? 40 days and 40 nights. Mm-hmm. Bring me 2 of everything. And you better put your family on the boat. Hey, man, it's 85 degrees for the last 7 years. This San Diego. What? Storm coming. That fool is a fool. While they were all drowning, and Noah built that big ass ark. Who's laughing now? So, with that said, here's the great news. We're now bringing to you the ark. And we're about to part the Red Sea, baby, because the Most High gave us the dream. And we took that vision, we put it on paper, and we did not listen to the naysayers. And we just went to work practicing the 5 principles of success and incorporated the 4x4. And now God's opened up the floodgates. And come 2027, we're going to have it raining manna from the sky. And the great news to you, it's still not late for you to get on this train. But the bad news is we ain't chasing you no more. So with that said, Nick, we're going to go to the break. We're going to come back, show them some stuff, and we're going to get out of here in about 20 minutes. But Nick, whew, man,
yep.
If you ain't excited, your wood's wet. And if they ain't excited, they need to go take a long walk of a short pier because, man, they're going to get hit with that other tsunami that's going to wipe out like it did Japan because we're ready. And you know what they say? Don't get ready, be ready. So, Nick, let's take them to the break. We'll be right back. You're watching Family Finance Friday with Nick Westbrooks, yours truly, DJ the Money Coach. And we are excited to share with you Zanzibar to Safari celebration. Check it out. Everybody, this is DJ the Money Coach coming to you live in Arusha. And as I told you the other day, I attended my first safari because of this amazing partnership that we just created with a great company called Sunny Safaris. And to my right is the owner and his beautiful family. Take it away.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, D. Yeah. DJ has given me this chance to speak a bit on his video, but I'll show you the best possible safaris in Tanzania. So you're most welcome. Maybe after your beach holidays or after your safari, you will definitely go to Pam Pam Sweet, Zanzibar.
And that's absolutely 100% correct. And you guys know what we always say. We want you to have plenty of money and peace of mind. Join us on the Beach of World Club with Sunny Safaris.
With Sunny Safaris, yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Karibu.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is yours truly, DJ the Money Coach. And right now, we're having the Pom Pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. You come join us on the Beaches of World Club for the Bush and Beach package. And today's beach is safari with our new business partners, Sunny Safaris.
And you know what's so great about Sunny Safaris? 4 decades in business. That's right. Over 60 Land Cruisers, and they have the top rated safari business here in Arusha. Right now we're at Tangiri National Park. We're having a great time with our amazing driver, Herman, and shout out to the owner, Faraz, for making this happen. So hit that link, get the new special with us, and come join us on the Beaches of the World Club for the Bush and Beach package with DJ the Money Coach, and I wish you a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. I'll see you on the safari with Sunny Safaris and DJ the Money Coach.
Man, get excited, my brother. So, hey, man, I talked for a long time. So, hey, let's just roll in and show them the next segment, because all you should be doing right now is share, like, and subscribe, and share this with people who want to be there. We're not trying to convey. No. We're not trying to convince anybody. We're just trying to convey that this is happening. And like they say, the revolution will not be televised. We're doing it live. We're not living vicariously through anybody. So let's go get it. So check out this next break. And while you're checking it out, you should be hitting us up. 866-395-3042, 866-395-3042, or Nick at DJTheMoneyCoach.com. And you should be asking, hey man, how do I take my bucket list trip? How do I get involved and get a piece of this pie that y'all been building on, and y'all have mitigated, the risk for us? And I want to come in on the back end. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I would too. But I'm not going to miss the party. So if you ever thought about coming to Zanzibar, you need to come to the Pom Pom Suites in Paje and get with the real winners with equity and ownership. So as they say, Nick, take them to the break.
What's happening, everybody? This is DJ the Money Coach coming to you live, and we're celebrating the Pom Pom Lifestyle new Beach to Safari VIP package. We're here at our new partners VIP resort, 24 executive villas with their own personal swimming pools, wooded deck with secluded privacy nestled in the mountains, overlooking a vista that's to die for. So you can see right now I'm on the rooftop with the beautiful cabana pool behind me, and I am sipping on a beautiful beer in Karutu. So hit the link and come join us on the Beaches of the World Club and ask for the new exclusive VIP Beach to Safari package with the Pom Pom Lifestyle. So plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club in paradise. Hey guys, here we are again. We're back, heading back to Zanzibar, but as the host from the amazing host, his name is put us up and taking care of us from Miracle Air, and we're about to go back through. We were supposed to come through here originally, and they told us we had to go through, but we didn't know. That's the reason why I came and got the bags.
Yes. And I come here, they say, wow, you are wrong. You start from here.
Right. So guys, we're coming back and we're gonna enjoy this experience again. Oh, yep, it says right there.
No problem.
It says right there. Now we know. Now we know. And that's what he told us. What's happening, everybody? It's DJ the Money Coach coming to you live. As you can see in the backdrop, these amazing, beautiful elephants here in Tangiri National Park. And today's beach is Safari, baby. Brought to you by Sunny Safari and our amazing driver, Herman. Man, we are really living the life on a wonderful Wednesday. Come join us, baby.
Man, do we have that video with the bulls walking across the road in front of us. Let's show them that. And do we have the picture of them massive lions in the tree so they can see, man? This is what we can bring you, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's going to do it like the biz. Nobody does it like the biz. Nobody does it like the biz. That's right. So, man, come join us. Check it out. And here's the great thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. We make this very affordable for you. If you're going to take the bucket list trip and you're going to go to Zanzibar, you should only come and do it with us, because here's the separation from everybody. We are the only ones that look like you that actually own and operate our entire enterprise. There's no middleman with our deal. Ain't nothing wrong with having a travel agent and a guide, but wouldn't it be better if you're with somebody who actually owns, operates the whole entire thing, that really believes in the motherland? That's us. And you know what? We do business with everybody. So stop blowing up the TikToks, the Instagrams, the clubhouses. How about blow up your own people's asset column and you get a piece of the action, instead of getting a 1 out of 100,000 return when you get 1 million views? I'm just saying. But if you don't, we ain't mad at you, because we're landing the plane and we're picking up the pot of gold. But guess what? We've done the work. Nick, take us to the break.
I wish I could zoom in a little bit more so I can. Check it out, guys. 2 ostriches. That's right, man. We are having a great time here at Serengeti National Park, right outside of Arusha, right down the road from the Serengeti, man. This is awesome. 2 ostriches. So, hey. Man, you got to get that life, baby.
Man, we're excited, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just got to drop the mic and just take in the vista. So let's show them I think we got the lions in the tree. I think we have. So let's show them that, and then let's come back and we'll wrap this thing up. I'll give my closing statement, and we'll let people get on with the rest of their beautiful Friday. We thank you for listening to us. We thank you for participating with us. Man, we thank each and every one of you who went on this dream journey with us and stayed steady with us, because nothing worth having does not come with struggle, growth, learning, opposition. It's all part of the process. And we are 3/4 to finishing the dream. And the dream is real, ladies and gentlemen. And the dream, we're here to share it with everybody. So we are enthusiastic, we are elated, and most importantly, we are grateful that we've had grace and we have great people to work with to take this vision to the highest level. So again, Nick, if you're ready, let's take it to the break this last time. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to like, share, and subscribe with at least 5 people, because we want to see you in these pictures, in these videos, and we want to see you reaping the rewards of the true pom-pom lifestyle movement. That's plenty of money and peace of mind, and we want you to come join us on the Beaches of the World Club, from Zanzibar to Safari, with equity and ownership. So Nick, take us to the break, bro.
All right. I don't think I see or can find the lines in the tree
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
Show them what we got. Show them
Okay.
what we got. Show them what we got. Then we'll end up with our last spot when we come back, and we'll get out of here. No big deal. Perfect is the enemy of great, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, what we got is better than anything, unless you've already had the experience. And trust me, these videos and these pictures don't do it justice. Trust me. I am so disappointed in myself that I didn't do this 3.5, 4 years ago. But you know what? Timing is everything. I wasn't ready for Safari. We're ready now. Take us to the break.
Guys, check it out. So we're back and looking, and voila. Oh man, look at this. So I'm back, guys. And again, check out the view. About to get the amazing, man. I did not know it being built. How long ago did they start building this? Was it a year, 2 years?
Oh, just 1 year now.
About 1 year?
Yeah,
And the ocean's right there in front of us. Can we drive down a little bit so I can see a view of the ocean?
ocean.
Yeah, just to be able to pick it up to show my. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think that's everything. You know, we got the one we're gonna close out with, but yeah, that's all the ones. Yep.
Well, Nick, hey man, what would you like to share with the audience, your experience in this whole ride from 2017 to now, man? What's the highlights for you, and why are you excited about being in this co-pilot seat with us, man? Because, hey man, without you, literally none of this works. None of this ever came together because you don't write that testimonial. We don't go DJ the Money Coach online, bro. So
Yep.
what's your thoughts, and where you at that the people?
Yeah, and it's a domino effect because you know, when I came onto the team, we were still working on analog, you know, and I didn't have the technical expertise to take us from analog to digital, but DJ had the foresight that, you know, we need to find someone with Nick's character, but has the technical expertise and the skills to take us to the next level, and also the business acumen too. So that's where Kadera, Tajir, Desiree come into play. So we all share those foundational principles, but we all each bring our unique skills and expertise to the table to take us to the next level. Of course, I'm the origin, I'm the nucleus, but the rest of the team took that origin and that foundation and elevated it to the next level. And also, like we said earlier in the show, we had no idea we would be going to Zanzibar. So that goes back to the lesson and something that I live by across all areas of life, that it's about the journey and not the destination, because you may have an idea of what you think the destination is, but the journey might take you elsewhere, and you learn lessons along that journey. And as you learn those lessons, you not only become successful and contribute something to the world and help people out, but you grow as a person and you grow as an individual. You become a better person by learning the lessons and running through those obstacles. Rhino, you grow and you appreciate the journey along the way. So that's what I have appreciated and what I have learned from this journey so far, from 2017 to 2026, and then 2020 to 2026. It's all about the journey, because I had no idea we would be here. And yes, we progressed and we've achieved and experienced success along the way, but everything wasn't successful along the way. We've had endeavors that didn't work out the way that we thought they would work out, but we didn't become discouraged. We didn't quit. We just dusted ourselves off, returned to our foundation, returned to the fundamentals, and rebuilt until that next opportunity, that next sliver came along. And that's what excites me. Well, what's exciting is that who knows where we'll go from here. We knew Zanzibar was on the horizon, and we knew that we would acquire a condo and, a building, but we didn't know that the building would turn into tourism, hospitality, safaris. We didn't see that or know that immediately. So I'm excited about the unknown. Usually the unknown is what causes the fear most of the time. But based on this journey and what we've experienced, the unknown is what excites me and the new heights that we will reach in the near future and in the long-term future.
Man, words couldn't have been better said. Most importantly, man, we have to first and foremost, man, Nick, thanks for being my running mate from day one. Man, thanks for always being there. Always. They said in the NFL, in the NBA, the best asset you can have is availability. Nick has been there each and every day in, day out. Don't take a day off. Everything, guys. If you can find yourself a running mate like a Nick, man, you have done yourself great for generations to come. Then we found, the amazing Kadera. Took us from analog to digital. And the great thing about her, character. Understands the vertical alignment. God, man, woman, child, business, and lines right up each and every time with a smile. And you're welcome. Phenomenal, incredible, intelligence, great, worker, great work ethic. Man, just help us, put that system on steroids. Then we have, the amazing, dynamic, Desiree, Chief Operating Officer, who has done everything, created, illustrated, managed, operated, negotiated, put systems of, hospitality in place, and has grown by leaps and bounds, and took and put one stage of life on pause to invest in this one and get us through the rough patches, and now elevating us to the next peak. So peak to peak, we're getting up to the top of the North Face, Kilimanjaro. Then we round it out with the youngest member on the team, with Tajir. And Tajir has come on board and out of, corporate America, senior financial analyst, doing phenomenal things as a fast track prodigy, and went over before anybody else and took the leap of faith and helped build the corporation in Zanzibar, deal with the governments, deal with the private enterprise, put the people in place, put people from corporations into the units, facilitate diplomacy, build, go do speeches in Nairobi for us, go show up as my proxy, and continue to be in the corporate meetings, put all of the things that in my brain onto the canvas so we can articulate the actual presentations, which are not as easy as people may seem, because it opens up the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, for us to attract the right people to invest in this vessel, and to turn down other opportunities and still come at a young age to be wiser than his years. We are so fortunate. Then we have Jaku, who has been the anchor in Zanzibar for us. And let me step back a minute. We have G Money, who came out of nowhere and became business investor, partner, confidant, like a brother. Side by side, walking side by side, overcome challenges and persevering rock of Gibraltar. Then we have amazing core group of all these wonderful people that look like us, from, thousandaires to multi-thousandaires that invest in us when there was nothing but dirt and a dream. Do you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Literally, what did I show them? Dirt and a dream of another enterprise that came true that I happened to have a short experience with, but really just dirt and a dream. And then we rise up, and then 4 or 5 key players, you know who you are, that locked in with us, not only invest with us, but offer counsel and expertise. Shout out to Cynthia. Shout out to Tara. Shout out to Kathy. Shout out to Avron. Shout out to BX. And everybody else, because all of you are important. All of you are important. And shout out to our amazing African partners, investors here in America, because you helped us stay the course with your capital, your resources, your input, and all of this is going to be a masterpiece of a legacy that we'll all have the ability to have our kids benefit from. So from the bottom of our hearts to you, from the first to the last, but not the last, we want to thank you from taking the dream and making it yours with us, because the Pom Pom lifestyle movement can't be stopped. That's plenty of money and peace of mind. And come join us on the beaches of the World Club, today's beach and tomorrow's beach. In 2027 is Zanzibar to Safari to AFCON, and the sky is unlimited. On behalf of Nick Westbrooks, the nucleus, I'm just the person that was foolish enough to have an audacious dream and to listen to the direct plug like Noah did to the Most High, to just try to articulate this message and get it out to you guys. So enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we hope to see you on our VIP trip from beach to safari or bush to Zanzibar with the Pom Pom Lifestyle Movement team. We'll catch you next time.
It's official. We're in business, guys.
All right.
Here's where we do it at, baby. Cooperative economics. What's happening, everybody? This is DJ the Money Coach coming to you live January 17th, 2024. And history has already been recorded. That's right. We just opened up a 220-unit luxury residential resort in Zanzibar. We also are completing 4 luxury townhouses in Zanzibar. And we're also going to open up the Pom Pom Lifestyle Resort in Zanzibar. It's Africans for Africans, supported by Black Americans unapologetically. So what time is it?
The Pom Pom
Lifestyle Movement can't be stopped. Hit the link. Join us on the Beaches World in Zanzibar. Home is ours. Peace.
What's up, everybody? This is yours truly, DJ the Money Coach, on Father's Day on a beautiful What's up, everybody? This is yours truly, DJ the Money Coach, on Father's Day on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. So it's Sunday morning where you guys are, but I want you to have a beautiful look at the Pom Pom Suites from the island of the Blue Lagoon, baby. And it is spectacular. So check it out, guys. There's the sun right there behind me. There's the beautiful palm trees for the Blue Lagoon, and I'm on what's called the island that walks right into the Blue Lagoon, baby. And this is a great day to celebrate Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all you amazing fathers. You know who you are. Hey, hopefully your children are revering you and applauding you and celebrating you today on Father's Day, as well as they celebrate you on your birthday, because you are the winner that makes it happen. So hey, I want to invite you, amazing fathers, to come party and shine here at the Pom Pom Suites in Page with yours truly, DJ the Money Coach, and have an experience of a lifetime, because you deserve it. You amazing father you are.